Hello everyone. Today I need to address something we've all normalized, and it's time we stop. I'm talking about bloating. How many times have you said, "Oh, I'm just bloated, it's normal"? Here's the truth that research is making clear. Chronic bloating is not normal, and treating it like it is could be masking serious underlying issues. Imagine your car's check engine light comes on. You wouldn't just tape over it and keep driving, right? But that's exactly what we do with bloating. We accept the discomfort, buy looser pants, and move on. According to recent studies, nearly 1 in 5 young adults experiences bloating at least 3 times a week, yet less than 30% seek medical advice. We're ignoring our body's warning signals. A study at a major gastroenterology center examined over 2,000 patients who had dismissed their bloating as normal for years. 72% had identifiable underlying conditions: small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, food intolerances, early-stage inflammatory bowel disease, even celiac disease. These are conditions that, when caught early, can be managed effectively, but when ignored, lead to serious complications. Think about bloating like a smoke alarm. The alarm isn't the problem, the smoke is. Bloating is your body's alarm telling you something is off. Research published in gastroenterology journals shows that persistent bloating often indicates gut microbiome imbalance, impaired digestive enzyme production, or compromised intestinal barrier function. These are real physiological problems, not just cosmetic issues. One investigation tracked young adults with chronic bloating over 5 years. Those who ignored their symptoms saw progressive decline in gut health markers. Microbiome diversity decreased, inflammation markers increased, and many developed additional symptoms. Compare that to the group who took their bloating seriously and made changes. They not only resolved bloating but significantly improved their overall digestive health. When you bloat, you're experiencing gas accumulation or fluid retention in your digestive tract. According to research, this happens for specific reasons. Maybe you're eating foods your body can't properly digest. Maybe harmful bacteria are fermenting foods, producing excessive gas. Maybe your digestive system isn't producing enough enzymes. A study examining these mechanisms found that in 70% of cases, bloating was directly linked to specific, correctable digestive dysfunctions. Imagine 2 gardens. In the first, plants are wilting and soil is waterlogged. The gardener says, "That's just how gardens are." In the second, the gardener investigates: blocked drainage, too much water, wrong nutrients. They identify the soil's pH is off and fix it. Which garden thrives? Your gut works the same way. Bloating is the visible sign that something in your internal ecosystem needs attention. Research has identified causes young adults often overlook. Food intolerances, particularly to lactose, fructose, and certain FODMAPs, affect many people. One study found that 45% of people with chronic bloating had undiagnosed lactose intolerance. They spent years thinking bloating was normal when a simple dietary adjustment could have solved it. Another study examined eating speed and bloating. People who eat quickly swallow more air and give their digestive system less time to signal fullness, leading to overeating and bloating. When study participants slowed down their eating and chewed thoroughly, 70% reported reduced bloating within 2 weeks. A simple behavioral change with massive impact. Chronic bloating doesn't just affect your gut. Research shows it's linked to decreased quality of life, reduced productivity, and mental health impacts. One study found that young adults with persistent bloating reported higher anxiety and lower self-confidence. When you're constantly uncomfortable, can't wear certain clothes, worried about how you look or feel, it affects everything. The normalization of bloating delays diagnosis of serious conditions. According to medical research, ovarian issues, celiac disease, and inflammatory bowel diseases often present with bloating as an early symptom. A study following women with ovarian concerns found that those who sought help for persistent bloating were diagnosed 8 months earlier than those who ignored it. 8 months can make a significant difference in treatment outcomes. I'm not saying occasional bloating after a large meal is an emergency, but if you're regularly bloated multiple times a week, if you've accepted it as your baseline, that's not okay. Research distinguishes between occasional bloating, which can be normal, and chronic bloating, which indicates an underlying problem. The solution isn't to panic, it's to investigate. Keep a food diary and track when bloating occurs. Notice patterns. Certain foods, stress, meal timing. Studies show that people who actively track symptoms are 3 times more likely to identify the root cause and find solutions. Your body is incredibly intelligent. When it sends signals, it's trying to communicate. Bloating is a clear message that something in your digestive process isn't working optimally. According to research in functional medicine, When we listen to these signals and address them, we improve not just symptoms but our overall health, energy, and well-being. Stop normalizing bloating. Stop accepting discomfort as your default. You deserve to feel good in your body every day. Thanks for watching Nutriflow, and let's start taking our digestive health seriously.